The 14 who is appearing?
My lord, I beg to appear for the petitioner, my lord.
I am for the private.
Petitioner.
I file my affidavit in opposition. So I'd like to file my affidavit.
Yes.
Lord, may I? My lord, the petitioner is a contractor, my lord, who, my lord, takes ferry ghat on lease.
Adjust your mind.
My lord, petitioner is a contractor, my lord, who takes ferry ghat on lease as a mode of business, my lord. Now, my lord, a tender was floated, my lord, in July 13, 2020, my lord. Which your lordship will find the
What
notification.
is the period of tender?
That tender, the period for the ferry ghat operation was for 2 years, my lord, from 20 to 22, my lord. Now, my lord, I was a participant in that tender, my lord. My lord, I went for the auction. My last call was, my lord, 50 lakhs for the two years period, my lord. My lord, I was defeated by another call, which was 50 lakh 5,000, my lord. And I lost, my lord. I was not the L1. So, my lord, naturally, my lord, I waited for next 2 years in expectation that after 2 years, again, the tender will come out, my lord. Again, I will participate in the auction, my lord. My lord, nothing that's what happened, my lord. There was no advertisement. My lord, I made representation, my lord. No, nothing, my lord. No reply, my lord. Then I made reminder, my lord. Then also I could not get any reply, my lord. Somehow I came to know, my lord, from rumors, my lord, that the lease that was granted in 2020 has been extended in favor of the erstwhile L1, my lord, by the Jilla Parishad, my lord. My lord, that was my cause of action, because of which I come up before your lordship, my lord, challenging the extension order, which your lordship will find at.
What was the period of lease?
Lease was initially 2 years as per the.
That was 22.
22.
Subsequent lease,
3 years, my lord. 3 years.
3 years.
Yes, my lord.
So it will expire on
25 July 29th, 2025, my lord.
29 July 2025.
My lord.
Private respondent has been
Yes, my lord.
favored with the.
Yes,
You are appealing for the private respondent.
Yes, my lord. Now, my lord, that is the long and short of my case, my lord. Now, if your lordship kindly takes up the documents, my lord, I will place, and then I will take your lordship straight away to the affidavit in opposition of the state, my lord.
So according to you, it could not have been extended without holding an auction.
Yes, my lord. That was my initial case, my lord. But now, with the affidavit in opposition of the state, my lord, there is something more drastic that will come up before your lordships, my lord.
Affidavit of the state.
Yes, my lord.
Where is the affidavit of the state? State means respondent number 5.
7, my lord. 7 or 5,
Respondent number
5,
7.
5. No, man, 7 is the private respondent.
5 is
5.
the state. Have you used any reply? No.
No, my lord.
Yes.
But things are admitted, my lord. Lordship is in the affidavit in opposition, my lord.
Yes. Opposition of respondent number 5.
Yes, my lord. Kindly takes, my lord. Page number 3, my lord.
Yes.
Question number 2 that they have themselves, my lord, framed.
Yes. What do you want to show from this?
Yes, my lord, lordship has seen question number 2, my lord, that they have themselves framed, my lord. The question I'm placing before your lordships, my lord, whether public auction is to be compulsorily adopted by the public authorities in awarding lease license of any public property for extending service to public in general. An emphatic answer they have given as yes. And then they have sought to justify why this course was not adopted in this present case, my lord.
Yes.
Now, my lord, if your lordship sees that they have relied upon a resolution which is dated, my lord, 9/6/2022. If your lordship goes on reading it, my lord, lordship will find, if I read for your lordship, my lord. Lordship is on page 3, my lord.
Yes. Where is that resolution?
My lord, that resolution, lordship will find At page 18, no, my lord, I'm sorry. 21, my lord.
There is no 21.
My lord, page 20, I'm sorry, I stand
20.
correct, my lord, 20. My lord, kindly sees the date of the resolution, my lord, first.
9th of June 2022.
Yes, and kindly sees the extension order date.
Where is the extension order?
My lord, the previous page. 19. Now they have a justification, my lord, which I shall place. What they say, my lord, is that this is a post facto approval that they have given, my lord. Now kindly see the post facto approval language of it, my lord. What is the basis of this approval? If your lordship takes the resolution at page 20 once again, my lord.
Page?
20, my lord, the resolution.
Yes.
My lord, if I may place it, my lord, in the first, second, the third, second bullet points, the second bullet point, the second paragraph, my lord. Manoniyo, it starts with Manoniyo, my lord.
Yes.
I'm placing it. মাননীয় অতিরিক্ত জেলা শাসক তথা অতিরিক্ত নির্বাহী আধিকারিক মহাশয়ের পরামর্শ অনুসারে. So, my lord, this is the reason that why this post facto approval was given, my lord. That the official has asked him or directed them to take a resolution, and that's why they have taken a resolution.
Additional district magistrate.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Now, my lord, this is one part, my lord. Now, my lord, kindly see the most pernicious part of it, my lord. Like I submitted, my lord, that initially I participated in the bid. My call was 50 lakh. I lost by a margin of 5,000. He was the highest bidder with his call as 50 lakh 5,000. Now it transpires, my lord, that auction was also manipulated. My lord, kindly takes up their own documents, my lord, the affidavit in opposition, my lord.
You cannot go into that auction. It has lost its force.
My lord, why
What
I?
is the use of going to that?
Because there is a prayer to that effect, my lord.
What prayer?
A thorough investigation, my lord.
How
If your lordship don't want to go in,
it will help it?
my lord, there is something amiss in this whole transaction, my lord. If your lordship is inclined to order an investigation, your lordship may. Otherwise, my lord, I will restrict myself, my lord, to my own interest, my lord. Very well, my lord. If your lordship don't want to go into that, I will not, my lord.
Yes. Who is appealing for the state? You are appealing for the state. Yes. Madam, kindly use the microphone.
Yes, my lord, that
How could you extend this lease without going for an auction?
was a period of COVID, my lord. It was a period of COVID, that's why it was done.
For a period of?
COVID.
For the period of COVID. Where does your resolution say so?
Resolution of
So, and 2022 also COVID. So in 2020, you could hold an auction.
should have been done.
So at that time, no extension. There was no COVID in 2020. No COVID. In 2022, COVID came.
I can't go beyond this affidavit. I couldn't go beyond this affidavit. Beyond this,
Your documents do not show COVID.
no, my
Then justify from your documents. How could you extend this lease?
If your lordship come to paragraph 8, my lord.
Paragraph
8 of my opposition.
of your opposition.
Yes.
Yes.
As per recommendation of Karmadaksha or Purto Karma Paribhan Samiti and Sabhapati of Malda Zilla Parishad, the Balarampur Ghat, erstwhile Pirganj Ghat was extended 15% enhanced rate per year of previous lease for the period of 37/22 to 29/7/25, i.e. for 3 years, by memo number such and such. And the extension was done, my lord.
Yes,
And it was approved by the,
recommendation.
yes, ma'am.
So in July also you will recommend
It
for
was-
another extension of 10 years.
No, my lord, not for 3 years. No,
No,
ma'am.
in July 2025, we will give a further extension of 10 years.
No, no, ma'am.
Why?
Will be again.
Why
auction-
extension was granted without holding an auction, and lease was granted prior to this decision being taken?
I can't go beyond this record.
What
my
do you now propose to do?
lord. For further auction may be held, my lord. For at the expiry of 25th July 25, my lord, let a auction be held. I will propose that, my lord, in accordance with law. What else can I do?
Yes,
Lordship, what the
please use the microphone.
Lordship, what the petitioner is trying to say, Lordship, is that in the year 2022, the auction price was 50 lakhs 5,000. But Lordship, they have not shown a single document that it was 50 lakh 5,000. It was 21 lakhs. I was the highest bidder. I was given the lease. I ran that lease. Now, Lordship, what happened from 2020 to 2022? COVID hit in during that period. I had a substantial loss because most of the time the ferry guards were closed. I could not earn my sufficient in revenue. That's why, Lordship, if you Lordship kindly sees my affidavit in opposition, Lordship, I made a prayer before the concerned authority for extension of the lease period. And Lordship, on that basis, this lease period was extended for another 3 years at an
Show me from their document, that considering your prayer, it was extended. Show me from the documents. You may have made a prayer, but that was considered and a decision was taken on your representation. Show from the
Lordship,
documents.
kindly come to page 13 of my affidavit in opposition, Lordship. I
13, yes. Yes, that is your prayer.
that is my prayer.
Yes.
And on the next
Show me
page,
that it was allowed in your favor,
Lordship,
considering your prayer.
kindly come to page 14. It does not mention that my prayer was considered, but Lordship, kindly see, it was enhanced at a rate of 15%, enhancing from the previous year. The total amount was 1,93,000 and odd, and Lordship, I paid that entire amount. In few installments, I have paid that entire amount, and only 8 months is left for the lease period to close, Lordship. Just because I
You are agreeable to pay more
My lord,
than this?
My
How
lord.
much?
my lord, lordship, my lord, fixed, my lord.
How much? Give your price.
My lord, I already gave a price of 50 lakh on the previous
No,
occasion,
no,
my
no.
lord.
This
For
time
2 years.
for the November has started. From December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 8 months.
My lord.
What will be your figure?
Whatever he has paid, the double of it, my lord.
Yes, madam.
Lordship, I have already paid for the entire period,
You will
Lordship.
get that amount. You will get that amount for 8 months. They will refund it and double that amount. The state exchequer.
No, Lordship, I understand, but Lordship,
You
if
will
he-
get back your money.
no, I'm saying a different thing. If he is agreeable to
You
pay,
will not incur any loss.
no,
You
if
get
he,
back that amount.
if he
What
can,
you have paid.
if he can pay the double amount of what I am
Yes, yes.
paid of the 8 months, Lordship, my client will definitely propose for an enhanced amount of what he pays.
Yes. How much you will
This-
propose?
This will go on, Lordship.
Yes, yes, yes.
This thing will go on.
Let us see
But
how far
Lordship,
it can
kindly,
go.
but Lordship, kindly appreciate,
So you can match double the amount.
and this will go on.
No, no, no. I'm asking you. You can. How much you can pay
In
for
fact,
this?
more than what he pays. More than what.
Quote an amount. Quote an amount.
Then,
Let
Lordship,
us see.
then the amount for the last next 8 months has to be fixed. What is the
Yes.
figure of, let the state
Yes,
come and
for
fix.
1 year you have quoted how much?
Lordship, kindly come to page 14 of my opposition. The details is
Yes.
given there.
15 lakh 96. So almost 16 lakhs.
Almost 16 lakhs.
16 lakhs. So for 8 months, how much it comes?
Has to be calculated. Has to be calculated.
Calculate. Let us see where it stops.
1.33. 1.33 lakhs.
1 point
33 lakhs per month.
per month.
Per month. Then for
So You
months,
want to double it.
8 months,
So
it comes to
2.66 per
10
month,
lakh 66,000 and odd. For 8 months, it comes to 10 lakh 66,000 and odd.
10 lakh 66. So you want to pay double that amount.
That has already been paid, Lordship. I have paid at that
No,
amount.
no, you are agreeable to pay. He is agreeable to pay double that amount. You will get back that amount.
I'll pay more than him.
How
I'll
much?
pay more than
20 lakhs, 66 or
let him
21
let
lakhs
him
he will pay.
if he pays double, I'll definitely pay
No, no,
more
no,
than
no.
him.
I'm asking,
To
are
retain
you
my
agreeable? Are you agreeable to pay? You have said you can pay double that amount. Are you agreeable to pay 21 lakhs?
no, I never said I'll pay double. I said I'll
Have
pay
you
more.
taken ins-
I'll pay more than him, Lordship.
Sir, have you taken instructions from your client?
No, Lordship.
File
this
an
is-
affidavit
no,
that you are agreeable to pay double that amount.
Lordship, let me take instructions. Then, Lordship, I'll come back. Give me 1 day time. I'll come back tomorrow.
Yes.
My lord, may I make a short reply, my lord?
Time, Lordship.
He just quoted that amount, my lord. Now kindly see how that amount got reduced from 50 lakh 5,000 to 21 lakh.
Lordship, I have a
He-
question. Lordship. 50 lakh 5,000 was never there.
My lord, may
How
I
can he
place?
show?
All
May I-
right.
Let him
So,
show 50 lakh 5,000.
let us see how much and take instructions from your
Lordship,
client, how much your client can pay for these 8 months.
And Lordship, one more.
The highest amount, the you can we can direct them to hold an
Sir,
auction
that will be the best course of
between
action.
you
And Lordship,
for these 8 months. And
state should bring an instruction whether the amount was at all 50 lakhs or not. It was
No, no,
21
no.
lakhs.
now we are not on 15. You have quoted, this is page 14, from 30th of July to 29th of July 2025 is 15,96,919. You are agreeable to pay double that amount for these remaining 8 months. So take the instructions from your client.
Now, he said he'd pay double.
He said he'll pay more.
He said he will pay double.
Yes,
I
he
said
said he
I'll pay
will
more
pay
than-
double. You said you are agreeable to pay
pay
more
more.
than that.
Yes, definitely.
So you are agreeable to pay
I'll take
at
instruction.
least double.
I'll take instruction and I'll come back, Lordship.
Ashwin. The petitioner alleges that after expiry of the lease for running a ferry ghat, the respondent authority extended the lease for a further period of 3 years by way of private negotiation with the private respondents without holding
One
any
private respondent. One private respondent.
private respondent without holding any auction. Full stop. The learned advocate appearing for the state submits that pursuant to a
My lord, a resolution.
submits that pursuant to the recommendation of the কর্মাধ্যক্ষ of পূর্ত কার্য ও পরিবহন, এটা না পেজ প্যারাগ্রাফ 8 of fifth respondent এর এও থেকে আছে, স্থায়ী সমিতি and সভাধিপতি of মালদা জেলা পরিষদ, the lease in respect of Balrampur Ghat was extended at the rate of 15% enhanced rate per year of the previous lease value. Full stop. Record reveals that the additional district magistrate by a memo dated 22nd of April 2022 granted extension of the lease period of Balrampur Ghat in favor of the private respondents with effect from 30th of July 2022 to 29th of July 2025. Sir, record further reveals that the decision for the decision for extension of such lease was taken subsequently, that is on 9th of June 2022. Full stop. the learned advocate appearing for the state submits that since that due to prevailing COVID-19 pandemic, the lease was extended. Full stop. However, this court fails to appreciate as to why such extension was granted in the year 2022, when in the year 2020, the authorities could hold an auction for the purpose of granting lease for running the said ghat. Full stop. In course of argument, the learned advocate appearing for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is ready and willing to pay the balance amount as quoted by the private respondent. Balance amount is to pay an amount double the amount at which the lease was granted in favor of the private respondent for running the said ghat for the period from 30th July 2024 to 29th of July 2025. Yes, that was the initial. So I've said in 2020, I've said. At that point, you could hold an auction when there was no COVID. But 2022, COVID came. Hello? In reply to such submission, the learned advocate appearing for the private respondent submits that the private respondents shall pay an amount more than the amount which the petitioners are ready and willing to pay for the balance period. For the balance period. However, the learned advocate for the private respondent seeks an accommodation to take necessary instructions from his client in this regard. Full stop. The petitioner and the private respondents are directed to quote an amount for the balance period quote an amount for the period from 1st of December 2024 to 29th of July 2025 in a sealed cover which shall be produced before the court on the next date.
Lordship,
So both of you quote the highest court will grant to him.
Lordship, one more thing, Lordship. Since I paid this last installment of 15,96,000,
That you
this
will get,
amount may be adjusted. Let this be.
yes, that the court will consider. Why are you afraid? You can match a higher figure. No amount of adjustment. You will be paying only the balance amount. Why refund? Quote the rate in the sealed cover, the highest. You take the money. Yes.
But until I analyze, I know his amount.
No. This is,
He said he will pay the double.
you quote a higher figure. You are a businessman, you know. You quote a higher figure.
So taking
He
into
will also not
consideration
know
double
your
this
figure.
amount, I'll hold
He
the
will also not know your figure.
No, I'll take into consideration double of this figure, 15,96,000.
Maybe
I'll
he
go-
may say 3 times, he will say 4 times. So the highest which you can pay.
go on.
You quote a highest figure, he will quote a highest figure. The highest of both of you, the court will grant. After all, you are businessman, you have to take your decision based on that.
Go on. How do I
He
know?
quote a figure.
But if it
You
comes
have
to
said more than
more
he
than
quotes.
he, what he,
So
if I don't know what he is paying,
you quote a figure. You quote a figure, the highest of the thing that will be given. Now there is no COVID.
No, now
Now there is no COVID. So the highest figure you pay.
no, state has never cited the reason due to COVID, they are not holding the auction. My prayer was,
That is a submission. Not borne out from the records. List this matter on November 14, 2024.
Lordship, can it be on 13th or the next, on
14th,
14th, Lordship? I have their personal difficulty, Lordship. On 13th or on 18th, any date, Lordship. 14th,
you can appear online. You can send someone with that sealed envelope.
Lordship, I'll not be here, that's why, of course. I'll not be in town, 14th. Only one day. If 13th is fine, 13th or 18th.
14th, I do not know. 13th, 18th are answered for this, so far as this court is concerned.
But Lordship, but then if I'm not able to appear, Lordship, an accommodation, I'll pray.
You can join virtually.
No, I'll be not here. I'll be out of station. I'll be out of station, and
You cannot join virtually also.
from there I won't be able. Some personal difficulties there on 14th, Lordship. Any day other than the 14th.
13th করে দিন।
13th is fine. 13th.